have 21 fake dollars that I am going to use to build the perfect NFL roster. You can see that these are my options. I have a $5 row, $4 row, $3 row, $2 row, and a $1 row. We are going to first start with quarterback. Now, right off the rip, Will Levis is not an option, and it doesn't matter how good the rest of your team is. And at least in my opinion, you are not going to win a Super Bowl or even make it close with a $1 quarterback. That is the most important position on the team. And although he doesn't necessarily have to be the best, he needs to be competent, which Will Levis unfortunately is not. I think that my quarterback is going to be selected between Bo Nix and Jayden Daniels. I don't think that I want to spend $5 on Josh Allen, so I'm going to take Jayden Daniels for my quarterback. Okay, next up, we do have our running back. I, at this spot, really like Bucky Irving. I think Bucky had a great season last year and he has a bright future ahead of him. I do love Jahmyr Gibbs. I think that Saquon's going to be too expensive. I think I'm going to start with Bucky, and if we end up having some wiggle room in our budget, I might come back and upgrade that to Jahmyr Gibbs. I do think that we want at least one $5 receiver. I think this is where I want to spend my money on a $5 player. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Justin Jefferson in this wide receiver 2 slot. And then in this column, I'm going to take a $2 receiver in Allen Lazard. So we have $7 left to split between our wide receiver, our tight end, and our base team. And when I'm looking at the base team, I think that we at minimum need the Bucks for $3. So I'm going to skip ahead and take that because I will just not feel good about my team no matter who I drafted if I get stuck with the Falcons or the Jaguars base. I need at least the Bucks. And this leaves us with $4 left to spend between our final wide receiver and our tight end. If I were to just split that $4 in between the two columns, that would leave me with Kevontae Turpin and Conklin. I'm going to replace Tyler Conklin with Tucker Kraft. And this leaves me $1 to play with. Jayden Daniels and Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs can act as a second receiver. And now I have Daniels who can run, Jahmyr Gibbs who can run, Jahmyr Gibbs who can receive, and Justin Jefferson who receives better than anyone else in the league. And I have Turpin who's a weapon. And Lazard as just a guy that hopefully can make a few possession catches for me. I think this is what we're going to roll with. I don't feel great, honestly. I think that Daniels, Gibbs, Jefferson is a great nucleus to have. Lazard and Turpin are going to be just fine. Kraft is there, and the Bucks are solid.